Okay, hello everybody. I'm here today catching up with PNG, former international and also Super League export. I think he played 7 top-level rugby league in the UK in the Super League competition, and now he's given something back to rugby league as one of the rookie coaches for this year's Port Moresby Vipers. But first of all, I'd like to make welcome to the show today is Wellinton Albert. Okay, Wellinton, first of all, thank you for your time today, but just tell us a bit about the early days of your career. I know you had that rugby league passion growing up in Manly, also part Western Highlands, as you mentioned, but just tell us a bit about where rugby league started for you.
I grew up in Mendi, Southern Highlands province. That's where my dad from, and mom is from Western Highlands, Istanbul. So I grew up in Mendi. I'm the 5th born of 6. I got 5 siblings, and me and my younger brother, we play rugby together, and that's Mendi is where I started my rugby league career. My local club is Gilway Tigers in Mendi. I was in primary schools, I think. I was doing my grade 8 when I started playing with the senior A grade team. They're giving me one opportunity there with the Tigers, so I took that opportunity and then played, I think, 1 year with the senior team there, and then the year after I got a call up from Mendi Muruks, which they based in Ley. So and then I moved down to Ley, transfer from school as well, doing my high school, secondary school down in Ley, based with Mendi Muruks. 2011 and 12 I was with Muruks, and then 2013 Muruks went back to Mendi because the sponsor pulled out, and then that's when the Muruks went back to Mendi, and then I was still doing my year 12 in Ley Secondary School. So I stayed in Ley, and Coach Stanley Teppen reached out to me 2013, and that was the year I played with Tigers, and then eventually go play with the Kumuls, make my debut on the same year. And then I was part of the PNG schoolboys as well that year, when schoolboys side we were training with the senior men's team, and then Mal Maninga was watching me on the distance, and then he told me to come over, and then that was my turning point for me when Mal Maninga told me that time that you should be with the senior team, which was the Kumuls team as well. And then that was one of my career highlights as well, because we've watched Mal Maninga coaching the great Queensland side and all this. So coming from Mal Maninga's mouth was it was one of my career highlights as well, because someone can, just watch you train and that, and then you tell me where I should be. So I was really, privileged and honored to coach by Mal Maninga and Adrian Lam as well. So we played against New Zealand. New Zealand side was full house, Sonny Bill Williams, Sam Moore, and all these big names New Zealand players. We played against them, and they eventually go ahead and win that World Cup as well, 2013. And I came off the bench and play in the middle. I used to play on the wings, but my switch of the position as well was from Mal Maninga and Adrian Lam. So they said you should play prop, so that's why I started play prop, and then
thrown into the deep end.
Dropped into the deep end, and then my first carry was running straight into Sam Moore, and then put me on my backside, and then my first tackle was tackling Sonny Bill, and then he was so that was a great experience. And then Ivan Cleary was the assistant coach for the New Zealand, so that's when he picked me up to be part of Penrith Panthers. And I was with the Penrith Panthers 2014 to 16, and I was with Penrith 3 years. Yeah, it was really challenging moments for me because, coming straight from the village, spent 1 year in the Digital Cup, another year in the Kumut, and then we haven't had that ANTA system back then, so it was a really, cultural shock, and everything was new to me, to be a professional as well, professional rugby league player, like, week in, week out and all this. It was all new experience for me to be, a first local boy just going straight into NRL system without any Q Cup experience or anything like that. So it was a really, tough experience for me. But now I can sit back and then see how far I came, and then some decisions that I've made and some things that happen along the ways, a stepping stone for another young PNG boy coming up. If there's someone's coming up, and then I can give my story to them so that they can do better in whatever they do in their, the first step I took. And then the same experience I've tell Kato, Theo, Justin as well, when they're the second, I think, second players come after me. So there was a very, big experience, going into there and then being injured for my first 2 years, done both my shoulder reconstruction. And then the third year was coming back from injuries and wasn't a, rugby league player. We think that like everything will run smoothly and all this, but the injury is there. It all depends on how you are being professional and how you, committed to your rehab and all this. So my first 2 years was like doing rehabs.
Must have been very frustrating for you?
Yeah, it was. It was very frustrating to, sit down and watch the other boys that we, used to live together. So, by the names of Fisa Harris and Mons Leota and Dylan Edwards, Asayo, all these boys, like we used to share house together. So it's really frustrating when you, sit down and watch them, play and all this. But it is what it is. That's the name of the sport. Sometimes the career won't be smooth. You will get injury along the way and stuff like that. But
I think it was a really lifetime experience for you to cross paths with some of the
yes,
names, some of the big names that we see on TV these days. Yeah?
Yes. Yeah, it was really. From now, I can sit down and then we normally keep in touch on the social media platforms and all this, and then it was it's an honor to cross paths some of these great players now. Back then we were just boys, sharing house together, sharing meals together and all this, but now they're becoming big names in rugby league. So
leaders in their own right.
Yeah, leaders in their own right and all this. So I'm really grateful to come across paths with them, and all these boys will always message me. We keep in touch. So.